Hi everyone and welcome to Weekly Mod Picks for Fallout 4. This is episode 5 and I have some very interesting mods to show you this week and I'm quite excited to get started. I'm going to start off with some texture mods, so let's get the ball rolling. First up is this texture mod for the ice machine. It comes in 4K and 2K textures and you should easily be able to see the drastic changes that this mod makes. It gives the ice machine a very damaged effect. You've got rust all over it, this damaged paintwork, and then you've got this bullet hole in the door. Almost like someone was hiding in the ice machine and someone really wasn't happy about that. Here on the before and after shots you really will see how drastic this change is, and in personal opinion it is for the better. There is no way that after a nuclear apocalypse that ice machine is staying in its nice clean condition. It would look more like this. That's my personal opinion. You may have a different one, as everyone does with texture mods, but personally I would go check this mod out. It makes a massive change and for the better. Now, do you remember the OJO Bueno series for Fallout New Vegas? Well, Tapioks is back with this Nuka-Cola machine for Fallout 4, and I have to say it is a massive improvement over the vanilla version and it looks fantastic in game. This mod actually comes in several texture resolutions. You've got 4K, 2K and 1K, but then you've got a light version of the 2K and a full version of the 4K. This means you can go really heavy or really light depending on your VRAM preference. I'm really glad to see this series make its way to Fallout 4. This mod author is very good at texture mods and I'm really interested to see what they have in store for us this time around. Again this week we're going to return to the gun table with the WH-MK22 heavy machine gun. Now I don't normally go for heavy weapons in Fallout 4, I'm more of a snipe and light weapon man. I like to pick targets off from a distance, or if I go up close I like to do it in a stealthy manner. Though I was thinking the other day, why has there not been more heavy weapons added to this game? And then suddenly this came out and it is an absolute beast. You can add pretty much all of the usual weapon modifications to it, including this long barrel, which can look a little bit ridiculous, but raiders aren't going to hang around 2 seconds to notice. You're going to pulverize them with this weapon. There are 3 sights available with the weapon, including a reflex circle and a reflex dot. You can also add a bayonet to the end of the muzzle, accompanied with a muzzle brake if you wish. Now the weapon has been added to the level lists, which means if you use other mods such as crossbows, etc. that also use the level list, you will need to make a merge patch in order to use them. Now there are plenty of videos out there that's showing you how to do this, and you'll also find one on my channel. If you're a player that goes for the heavy weapons, then this is definitely one you should check out. It is insanely well done, and extra kudos for the mod author for including compatibility with the loads ammo mod, which means you can switch ammo types on the fly if you wish, as long as you've got the relevant compatibility patches installed. Next up we've got a mod from one of my favourite mod authors of Fallout 4. Now fadingsignal is also a mod author of Skyrim mods, however I didn't actually use many of his mods in Skyrim, but ever since he started releasing stuff for Fallout 4, I've pretty much used every single one, including Basement Living, Hide UI, and also True Storms. And Campsite, like many of his mods, is a simple mod, and by this I don't mean it was simply done, because obviously it took an extreme amount of time and patience to create, but what I mean is it simply does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's like having a paid piece of DLC from Bethesda. It goes out and it adds something that probably should have already been in the game from the start. And what Campsite does is it allows you to do exactly what it says, create a campsite. And you can do this by grabbing items from the chemistry station, or if you've got AWKCR installed, you can grab them from the worksmith bench. If you want all of the different variants, you can grab the book, which popped up a couple of scenes ago, from a basement in Sanctuary, and this will give you things like camo and different types of skins for your tents, sleeping bags, and even dog meat's mat. The campsites are persistent, which means that you can put them down on the ground, go away, explore the surrounding area, and come back to them, and they'll always be there. And also, if you ever lose track of your campsite, there is also a craftable GPS beacon which you can place down, and that will guide you back to where your campsite was. Now, I'm not going to dwell too much on the rest of campsite because of one very important reason. Fadingsignal has a very good instructional video on the mod page and also on his YouTube channel. I really highly recommend that you go watch this video from Fadingsignal because, like his other videos for his mods, it's dead on point, tells you exactly what you need to do, how you need to do it, and to be honest, it's like watching a video of paid DLC from Bethesda. We're going to return now to the weapons table with this mod, the Fireaxe by MikeMoore. The weapon is able to be modded into several different variants. You've got your standard Fireaxe, but you can also add several different shafts to this, or add an electrified axe head. You can also modify the strength of the weapon at the weapons bench as well, which is good because it makes it viable into the late game as well. It's not just an early game addition. Now, this is also another weapon that's been added to the level lists. It's standalone, which means it won't replace any of the current Fireaxes that you may see in the game, but it will be present on raiders and other enemies. So again, level lists, this means you probably will need a merge patch if you're using this with other level list mods. Again, you can find a video for that on my channel, or you can just scout the entirety of YouTube and you'll find some pretty decent videos out there for telling you how to do this using Fallout 4 Edit. Next up, we have cuts of the Commonwealth KS Hairdos. Now, this is very similar to the KS mod that we found in Skyrim, though it has far less variants available at the moment. The hairs are all slightly animated, so that means they will move with your character as well, and they do look far better than the vanilla hairstyles. There are hairstyles here for both male and female characters, which is great because sometimes with these hair mods you only get them for female characters initially and you have to wait a while for male characters to be included, but pretty much straight off the bat this had every hairstyle for male and female. To add these hairstyles mid-game you will need to use the console, and I'll post a link down below to a video that shows you how to do this. So that brings me to the end of week 5 of my weekly mod picks of Fallout 4. If you've liked any of the mods that I've shown in this video, you'll find links down below in the description. If you use any of the mods, please do endorse, and remember, support your mod author if you constantly use their mods. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.